Have you ever wondered how AI can recognize faces, understand speech, recommend videos, or even reply to your messages almost instantly? It might look like magic, but the truth is, it's not. Behind every smart AI system you see today, there are real humans working quietly in the background, helping these systems learn step by step. These are the people teaching AI what to see, what to hear, and how to respond. And that's where data annotation comes in. Welcome to the channel, where we talk about AI, remote jobs, and how you can start earning online, even if you're just getting started. In today's video, I'll walk you through what data annotation really means, why it plays such a big role in AI, the different types you should know, and how you can start, even without any experience. So if you've been curious about how to enter the AI space or start a remote tech-related job, then this video is definitely for you. Let's start with something simple. Data annotation is the process of labeling data so machines can understand it. Now, imagine trying to teach a child something new. At the beginning, the child doesn't know the difference between a cat and a dog. So someone has to point at a dog and say, "This is a dog." Then point at a cat and say, "This is a cat." Over time, the child starts to recognize the differences. AI works in a very similar way. It doesn't just understand things automatically. It learns from examples, and those examples are created and labeled by humans. That's the role of a data annotator. They take raw data, like images, text, audio, or videos, and add labels that help the AI understand what it's looking at or listening to. For example, in an image, you might draw a box around a car and label it car. In another image, you might label traffic lights, people, or buildings. In text, you might label a message as positive, negative, or neutral. You might also identify keywords or important phrases. In audio, you might listen to a recording and type out exactly what is being said. Or you might tag different sounds like music, speech, or background noise. All of these small tasks might seem simple on their own, but together, they help train powerful AI systems. And when you combine all of these labeled data points, that's what we call data annotation. Now let's talk about why this is so important. Because without data annotation, AI simply wouldn't work the way it does today. Every AI system depends on high-quality, labeled data. For example, self-driving cars rely on thousands, even millions of annotated images to understand roads, traffic signs, pedestrians, and obstacles. If the data is not labeled properly, the system can make mistakes. Voice assistants also depend on annotated audio data. They need to understand different accents, different tones, and different ways people speak. That's why they keep improving over time. Even chatbots and AI tools you interact with daily rely on labeled text to respond correctly. They've been trained using large amounts of annotated conversations. So the next time you see AI doing something impressive, just remember, it didn't learn that on its own. Humans made it possible. Now let's break down the main types of data annotation so you can understand the different areas you can work in. The first type is image annotation. This involves labeling objects in images. For example, drawing boxes around cars, people, animals, or products so the AI can recognize them. This type is widely used in industries like security, healthcare, and transportation. Next is text annotation. This involves working with written content. You might label sentences based on their meaning, emotion, or intent. For example, identifying whether a message is positive, negative, or spam. This is commonly used in chatbots, customer service tools, and social media analysis. Then we have audio annotation. This involves listening to recordings and either transcribing what is being said or tagging sounds. For example, identifying speech, music, or background noise. This is very important for voice assistants and speech recognition systems. And finally, video annotation. This is similar to image annotation but involves tracking objects across multiple frames. For example, following a moving car or a person in a video. This is used in surveillance, sports analysis, and advanced AI systems. Now here's something a lot of people don't realize. You don't need to know how to code to work in data annotation. What matters more is your ability to pay attention to details. Can you follow instructions carefully? Can you notice small differences that others might miss? Because in this type of work, accuracy is very important. A small mistake can affect how the AI learns. You'll also need basic computer skills. Nothing complicated. Just knowing how to use a laptop, navigate websites, and type efficiently is enough to get started. Another important skill is patience. Some tasks can feel repetitive, especially when you're working on similar data for a long time. But over time, you become faster and more accurate. And that's when you start to stand out. Now let's talk about how you can get started. The first step is to understand the basics, which you're already doing by watching this video. The second step is to practice. Start with simple tasks like transcription or basic labeling. This helps you build confidence and improve your speed. The third step is to look for opportunities. There are platforms and companies that offer data annotation jobs for beginners. And the fourth step is consistency. The more you practice and work, the better you become. And as you improve, you can move into higher paying roles. You can also combine data annotation with virtual assistant skills. For example, offering data entry, research, or transcription services. This gives you more ways to earn and grow online. Now here's a pro tip that can really make a difference. Don't just do the work, understand it. Take time to learn how AI systems actually use the data you label. Because when you understand the bigger picture, you become more valuable. You're no longer just completing tasks, you're contributing to something bigger. And that mindset can help you grow faster in this field. That's how you move from being a beginner to becoming someone with real, in-demand digital skills. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might be interested. And if you want more content on AI, data annotation, and remote jobs, check out the next video on your screen.